Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea if you're new, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be talking about excuses, why we make excuses, what excuses do for us, and instead of making excuses, we're going to make a routine and actually get some things done. I feel like we make excuses to justify whatever it is we're trying not to do. For example, it's so hot outside, I'm not going to go for a walk today, or I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't have a camera. As humans, every day, all day, we can think of a million reasons on why we can't get something done. There's always going to be an excuse. You have to figure out when you're going to actually use that excuse, or you're going to push through and set a routine to actually get things done. If there's no routine, life can seem very chaotic. If you know you have to go to work every day, and you have to pick your children up every day, but you want to go to the gym, without a routine, you're not going to be able to fit that in. There's so much time wasted in between those hours and those things you have to do, but you don't see that time. I always told myself, I want to wake up early in the morning and be a 6 a.m. girly. I started waking up at 6 a.m. and I would just be sitting in my bed scrolling on TikTok for hours until the sun came up because I did not have a routine. There's no point of waking up early if you do not have things set in place to do. You need a routine. Now, I don't really wake up at 6 a.m. anymore, but if I did, I would have a routine. I'm going to wake up, make my bed, do my personal hygiene, maybe eat breakfast, journal, read my devotional, and then the time will pass and I'll feel like I've gotten so much done. Routines are so important, and I know a lot of people kind of fight with routines because routines make you feel like, you know, your life is so redundant. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But sometimes we need that. If you want to stop with the excuses and figure out a way to actually get things done, you're going to take away the excuses and you're going to add some sacrifice, and you're going to add a routine. With sacrifice, you're understanding that you're giving up something. So if you had to pick your children up from school, you're tired, whatever the case may be, you're going to sacrifice laying in your bed, getting an extra couple minutes of rest to get things done that you want to get done. No longer you're going to sit there and blame other people, blame situations instead of getting things done. I will never forget when I first started my YouTube channel, I would just post videos here and there, you know, whenever I could. I had other people around me that wanted to do YouTube as well. They would always use their lifestyle as an excuse. Oh, you don't have a job, that's why you're able to do that. I have a job, I'm not able to, you know, get so much done like you are because I have a job. That's an excuse. Yes, someone else may be in a better position as you to get more done. If there's a will, there's a way. Whether you're doing it before work, whether you're doing it on your break at work, whether you're doing it after work, staying up late hours, waking up early, you have to figure out when you are going to get whatever it is in your life you want to get done. You want to start a business? Okay, you need to start brainstorming, and things don't have to happen so quickly. I'm learning how important it is to plan. If you don't have a lot of time and you have a lot of things you need to get done, you have to have a routine. You have to be organized. You have to plan. You have to make those sacrifices. Say for instance, you want to start a YouTube channel, but you know you have children, you have to work, your children have extracurricular activities. There's just no time in between for you to have time to do what you want to do. You have to plan. Start writing down video ideas in your notes in your phone. Write down some video ideas so when you do have a little bit of time to plan, you know what you want to talk about. You can just get the ball going. You can know exactly what it is you're going to do. Wake up earlier. When your children are still asleep, the house is quiet, get it done early, get it done late, do it on your break, and stop thinking everything has to be perfect. A lot of people procrastinate on starting things because they feel like they have to be perfect. I'm not a perfectionist. I've never been a perfectionist. I do like things to be done a certain way, but I'm not a perfectionist. I'd rather get things done. I'd rather start and get better along the way than never start and wait for perfect to happen, because perfection will never happen. There will always be something you feel like you can do better. You feel like you can talk better, you can talk more proper, you can look better, you need your hair done, whatever. All of those things are just excuses. We're deading the excuses and we're sacrificing, we're setting routines, and we're planning to get things done. What I'm learning is with excuses and procrastination, at the end of the day, you're only hurting yourself. Nobody else around you are being affected by the decisions you are making for yourself. That's a you problem. Whether you procrastinate to wait till the last minute to get something done, or you make an excuse for the rest of your life to never do something, you're only hurting yourself. And sometimes life is hard. We all go through seasons where we feel like life is just beating us down. You have to decide whether you're going to push through or you're going to sit in it. It's okay. Sometimes we just need to sit in that season we're in and deal with it. Go through it. Feel it. That is okay. I was on TikTok the other day and I heard this quote and it really changed my life. The quote said, if you ask God for flowers and it rains, don't be surprised. And what I got from that is sometimes we ask God for things without the whole context of what it comes with, because how can we get flowers without the rain? It has to rain for flowers to bloom. Once you've made the sacrifices, you stop making excuses, you set a plan, you've done all the things, you have to learn how to use the time wisely. Time management. I can waste a lot of time. I've spent so many days in my home with so many things to do, a laundry list of things to do, and I'm like, how is it 8 p.m.? The lack of time management will really make or break you. I want to give you a list of some things you can do to really help with your time management. First thing is set a schedule. You want to set aside time for each task you need to complete. Setting aside that time for each task you need to complete, you won't run into distractions, which is another thing, because you have that time allotted for what you need to get done. Make a to-do list. Making a to-do list can really help you alleviate just having so much going on in your mind. Personally, I always have so many tabs open in my brain because I feel like I can remember everything. When I write things down, it's just easier for me to concentrate. It's easier for me to get things done because it's not so much going on in my head. And when you write things down, you can actually see them. And not only can you see them, but you can mark them off once you completed them. And me, I love a little reward. Seeing something being marked off of a to-do list is like a reward for me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm really getting things done. Once you do those things, mark them off. Mark them off. Reward yourself. I truly believe in, if you're putting hard work in, you're really serious about the things you're doing, once you start doing those things and you really get into that routine and you stop making those excuses and you stop procrastinating, reward yourself with something. I used to make, and I really need to get back to this, but if you watch my vlogs, then you know I would make a mason jar, and in my mason jar I would cut off sheets of paper and I would write different things like try a new restaurant, go watch a movie, take a bubble bath, buy yourself something nice, call a loved one, whatever. And I would just pick random things out. You can use that as a reward system. When you've done something great, just like we reward children, when you do something good, reward yourself. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be expensive, but rewarding yourself, it does something to the brain. Prioritizing tasks can also help you. We always have so many things we want to do. I have so many things I want to do. I want to go to workout classes. I want to wake up early in the morning. I want to read 2 books a month. Like, there's so many things I want to do. What I need to start doing, and what you should do as well, is I haven't started doing this. I'll be working on this as well. Prioritizing my task. What's more important? Out of all of those things I named, what's the most important thing to me? I really, really, really want to prioritize reading. Reading is something I enjoy. However, I make excuses, and when I'm not making excuses, I use that time that I have to read to do something else. Really setting aside time and using that time for specifically what we set it aside for will really help us get things done. If you know at 7:30 this is your reading time, why are you on Facebook? Why are you on Facebook? You're supposed to be reading. And as adults, We don't have anyone there to correct us, anyone there to tell us, hey, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. So you have to be your own disciplinary. That can be hard. The next thing I'm going to talk about is something that may not be for everybody, but if you can afford it, I definitely would suggest you outreaching. Whether it's a housekeeper, whether you want to get a meal subscription so you don't have to worry about cooking every day, a nanny for the children, whatever. Outreach things to take some things off of your plate so you can focus more on the things you need to get done. You're going to have to figure out ways to maneuver around life. Life isn't going to change. Life is not going to let up. Life is only going to come at you harder and harder and harder. What I don't want you to do is look at other people on the internet or other people in your life and secretly feel some type of way about them, or secretly not like them, or be jealous of them or envious of them because they decided to stop making excuses and get things done. Because that's what we do. We're like, how does she have this? You feel more qualified than her. Like, we look better than people. We live a better life than them. None of that matters because you still made excuses and she didn't. That's the difference. You want to make excuses, or you want to get things done and live that dream life and that life you've always wanted to live. You want to tap into that. Or you want to stay over here with the brain fog and the chaotic life. Most people's excuse for everything in the world is they don't have time. But another excuse that grinds my gears is when people say they don't know how to do something. That excuse gets under my skin because I get it. I don't want you to think that I'm judging you, because I understand. But I also feel like you're showing me how bad you actually want something by saying you don't know how to do it. When I first started YouTube, I tell everybody I am the most non-tech savvy person. I can do it, you can do it. The only way you're going to learn how to do something is doing it, trying it. My first YouTube videos are so cringe. You have to try. Stop making that excuse you don't know. The internet is keeping us from using the resources that we have right in front of us. We'll get on TikTok and say, hi guys, what temperature should I bake my cookies on? Me, Google, what temperature should I bake my cookies on? 350, perfect, done. All you have to do is Google. And right now, 2024, you can get on TikTok, you can get on Instagram. If being a content creator is your goal, if that's what you're making excuses about, all the information is right here. All the information is right in front of you. You can get on TikTok and type in how to edit. When I tell you, so many videos will pop up and show you step by step how to edit on different platforms, iMovie, CapCut. Your excuse is not valid. I want to wrap up this video by saying nothing happens overnight. I don't want you to think that this is an overnight process. I've been creating content for years now, 5 years to be exact. Still not where I want to be. I still have days where I let my excuses win. I'm actively working every day to become a better person. And with that means sometimes I let those things win. Choosing the majority of the time to push through, stop making excuses and getting things done is why I'm where I'm at. In order for you to do something different, you have to do something different. You want to lose weight? Go to the gym, go walk, exercise in the house, do whatever it is you need to do. You want to learn how to cook? Practice. You have to try something. You can't just sit around and talk about what you don't know how to do or what you can't do if you haven't tried. Try. That's how you get better at things. Next thing you know, you on top. Comment down below what's something you would like to do and how you plan to do it, whether that's waking up earlier or staying up a little later or sacrificing a weekend. How do you plan to get things that you want to get done? I want to leave you all with this. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of bettering yourself, becoming a better person. You're the only person that can do that. We can't look at other people to do that for us. We can't look at other people's situations. You just have to decide when enough is enough. You are going to start on whatever it is you want to start on. We're going to stop making those excuses. We're going to set some routines, wake up early if that's what we need to do. Like I said, stay up a little later, sacrifice going out with our friends, whatever it is. I love you. I'm so proud of you. I hope that whatever it is you want to do, you start and you don't stop. I will see you guys in our next sit down chit chat. Bye.